Here come our entries for our first heat of the evening. Out in front, sporting the number 1 saddle pad, Cherokee's Iron Man, owned by Mr. Arnold Manderson, being driven this evening by Mr. Dorico Clark. With the number 2 saddle pad, it's Pocket de Gold, out of the Tanglewood Stables, being driven this evening by Mr. Christian Truan. And on the outside, sporting the number 3 saddle pad, Real Patrol, owned by Jason and Ashley Paniston, and being driven this evening by Miss Carista Rebane. This is for the 104-4 and faster division time bar. Okay, our star car has now collected all 3 of our entries for our first heat of the evening. 3 ponies up and 3 ponies out. Let's sort them out as they come out of the first turn, and it looks like the rail pony, Cherokee's Iron Man, getting a very good jump at the start with the Rico Clark in the bike. He's out in front by 1 full length now over Pocket to Go. Back another quarter to Real Patrol, who trails the field as they run in order. 1, 2, and 3 heading around paddock turn, and down the backstretch they go. Cherokee's Iron Man growing that lead to 2 now over Pocket de Go. Real Patrol still off by a quarter, trailing the second pony as they head around the Hingham High turn. Out of the Simsfield turn they come. It is still Cherokee's Iron Man picking him up and putting him down. He's the water boy in the bike, but the distance has been closed down now as Pocket de Go has been pushed into position by Mr. Christian Truan. Real Patrol losing ground to the front runners as they head around paddock turn and down the backstretch for the final time in this heat. It's still Cherokee's Iron Man out in front of Pocket de Go, but just by a quarter. Back another 2 lengths to Real Patrol, who trails the field, still running 1, 2, and 3 around the Hingham High turn. Out of the 4th turn and down the home stretch they come. And it will be from wire to wire. Wheels on fire for Cherokee's Iron Man, Pocket de Go, and Real Patrol. They finish as they started. These are our entries for heat number 2 of the evening. Out in front, sporting the number 1 saddle pad, Cool the Fire, out of the Hingham High Stables, being driven this evening by Mr. Jordan Smith. And on the outside, sporting the number 2 saddle pad, Gold and Glory, out of the Tuckaway Farm, being driven this evening by Mr. Kaiwan Waldron. This is for the 113-1 and slower division time bar. Our star car has now collected our 2 entries for this heat number 2 of the evening. 2 ponies up and 2 ponies out. Let's sort them out as they come out of the first turn. And it is the Real Pony with Jordan Smith and bike. That is Cool the Fire, stepping on now to be the pace setter up over Gold and Glory as they go across our set for the first time on spectators' turn. Around paddock turn and down the backstretch they go. Cool the Fire, the pace setter, still out in front of Gold and Glory. Gold and Glory taking a peep on the outside, pushing the issue from behind as they head around the Hingham High turn. Coming out of the Simsfield turn is still Cool the Fire out in front of Gold and Glory as they come across us here one more time. Gold and Glory now right into his kitchen as they head around paddock turn and down the backstretch for the final time in this heat. Gold and Glory swinging wide to try and make way around Cool the Fire now as they blaze down the backstretch heading into the Hingham High turn. It's still Cool the Fire edging back out in front of Gold and Glory as they come out of the 4th turn and down the home stretch. Gold and Glory coming on strong at the end there, down to the wire. Who will it be? It is Gold and Glory by a nose over Cool the Fire. Here come our entries for heat number 3 of the evening. Out in front, sporting the number 1 saddle pad, Rock On, out of the Hingham High Stables, being driven this evening by Mr. Kelsey Durham. With the number 2 saddle pad, Something Royal, owned by Mr. Edward Rook, being driven this evening by Miss Andrea Westerfield. With the number 3 saddle pad, it's Spirit of Brona, owned by Mr. Keith Woodley, being driven this evening by Mr. Damian Tucker. And on the outside, our rookie for the season, Miss Kayla Caldwell, with Stay Tuned, sporting the number 4 saddle pad, Stay Tuned, out of the Tanglewood Stables. This is for the 110-1 to 113 division time bar. Our star car has now collected all 4 of our entries for this heat number 3 of the evening. 4 ponies up and 4 ponies out. Let's sort them out as they come out of the first turn. They're 3 wide. Coming out of turn number 1, that is Rock On the inside. Something Royal being squares out now as Spirit of Brona is vying for that pole position. Stay tuned, trailing the field as they go across us here on spectators' turn. Into paddock turn, it's Rock On the inside, but on the outside, it's Spirit of Brona still trying to leg out in front. Something Royal off by a quarter, chasing on from behind is Stay Tuned as they head around the Hingham High turn. The pilot swinging Spirit of Bruna out wide, now losing ground to Rock On, who legs back out in front as they come out of the Simsfield turn. It's back again with Rock On, the pace setter, being pushed along by Something Royal. Spirit of Bruna still hung out to dry in the number 2 lane, with Stay Tuned still trailing the field, but just off by a quarter. They're all bunched up as they head around paddock turn and down the backstretch for the final time in the seat. It's Rock On out in front. Spirit of Bruna still locked on the outside of Something Royal. Stay Tuned with nowhere to go, trailing the field off by 1. As they come out of the 4th turn and down the home stretch. Rock On the inside, Something Royal now turning the gears on. Down the wire they come, it is Something Royal with Rock On, Spirit of Bruna, and Stay Tuned. That is unofficial. Okay, here come our entries for heat number 4 of the evening. Out in front, sporting the number 1 saddle pad, Inwood's Progress. Out of the Inwood stables, of course, and being driven this evening by Miss Candice Martins. And on the outside, sporting the number 2 saddle pad, Big Mean Machine. Also out of the Inwood stables, and being driven this evening by Mr. Casey Truitt. This is for the 107 and 2 to 110 division time bar. Star Car has now collected our 2 entries for this heat number 4 of the evening. 2 ponies up and 2 ponies out. Let's sort them out as they come out of the first turn. And it is the little lady out there in front. That is Candice Martins with Inwood's Progress stepping on out in front of Big Mean Machine as they go across us here for the first time on Spectator's turn. These 2 ponies and these 2 youngsters stable mates down at the Inwood stables. I guess this is a race to see who gets to knock out the stables at the weekend. Down the backstretch they blaze, heading into the Hang'em High turn. Young Candice Martins with Inwood's Progress, still under pressure from behind Big Mean Machine right there in the mix as they come out of the Simsfield turn one more time. It's still Inwood's Progress leading Big Mean Machine across us here on Spectator's turn. Around paddock turn and down the backstretch for the final time in the seat. It's still Inwood's Progress, Big Mean Machine taking the people on the outside. But Candice making her mount up and turning the cylinders on, opening up a bit of breathing space there as they head around the Hang'em High turn. Out of the 4th turn and down the home stretch they come. Is Inwood's Progress on the inside, Big Mean Machine on the outside, but it is Inwood's Progress over Big Mean Machine.